What's going on, everybody? It's Orion612 back again with my first official build video from Destiny 2 Renegades. This one we are on the Warlock. I was playing some endgame activities with randoms on LFG, and I just put this together just for the sake of, you know, just testing it out. It's the new exotic helmet, Deimosfusion. So while a strand super is equipped, casting your rift will suspend nearby combatants. Suspend deals damage over time, which heals you in the process. Targets who break free from suspension suffer additional damage. Defeating suspended targets heals you again a moderate amount. Now, this is a really cool exotic. It allows you to play somewhat aggressive, pending, I guess, niche moments in Grandmaster activities or endgame ultimate activities. So let's just go over the build. I don't have actually any recorded gameplay, but the stats, let's start off with the stats. So here I'm using Osteostriga. Now it is kinetic and it does have a poison burst, so I am upping my weapon damage. So as you can see here, I got a 12.7% damage increase on my weapons. So the goal of the game loop is to sneak into a bunch of areas. Now with the changes that they've done with the rifts, is to pop your rift, suspend everything, and just go to town with Osteostriga. Osteostriga was reworked. It was essentially nerfed into the ground and dead, but now the poison can replenish every 2 seconds instead of 4, so you are pumping out more poison damage, and you're synergizing that with your weapon stat. So you come in, you pop your rift, healing rift or empowering to get another added damage bonus. We're using arcane needle, threadling grenade, weaver's call, so that when you are popping your rift, threadlings are going out. Over the course of the last 2 expansions, they've been slowly buffing threadlings. Now they do quite a bit of damage, and feed the void to acquire devour. So we have again another third source of healing from these threadlings, which also come from your rift, and the rift also suspends, so it gives you time during that hectic I guess up close and personal aggressive battle that you can get an insane amount of healing and devour, so it synergizes with the weapon usage as well. You have Facet of Hope, so when you do have an elemental buff like devour, or potentially if you have other teammates that are making you amplified like hunters, if you have some are making you invis, giving you volatile rounds, so on and so forth, you're getting your class back. So our class is at 85, which is pretty darn good in terms of stats. Classic Facet Protection, it's a must-have to get some free DR. We are also getting Woven Mail, so we're getting another form of DR. Sadly, we lose 10 to class. I would be at 95, but we're going to be making tons of Orbs of Power with this, and we're going to be getting our Transcendent back really quick. So we get a damage buff as well by suspending everything, unraveling everything, severing everything. So this is the build. You're welcome to test back and forth which one is better. Empowering Rift, you are getting more aggressive with the damage bump, but you do have, there's some odd times the way the AI works with the enemies that they just, you're dead. There's no explanation to it. They all target you at once. So hopefully they fix that in the future, but if they don't, they don't. In terms of mods, so here we're going to be pumping this up for our super regen. Our super stat is a little low, so what you can do is opt out to changing this and putting on kinetic and arc, or kinetic and void. I do have a void sniper rifle for the anti-barriers. You can put on assets to assets. You can put on multiple kinetic siphons to have orbs popping out like crazy. It's all up to dealer's choice. I do recommend the kinetic entropy siphon or multiple kinetic siphons with the osteostriga, because your mag, at some point my mag was like at like 99, and it just kept like replenishing itself because the ads were dying and I had so much healing going on. You can be more passive and helpful for the team, that when you do get your super, you get your super quite quick. You're popping your super, you're getting armor charges for everybody. You can up your super to 100. It won't get a damage bonus, it will just get to its full charge. Special and heavy ammo not really needed so much. Again, yeah, it's really dealer's choice on which one you do want to choose. For gloves, I did momentum transfer, firepower, and bolstering detonation. So one, to make some orbs off of my healing rift and my nade. This is to get a melee cooldown, so I can get my melee back quicker. And this is for class ability energy. Here, I believe you can change this if you want to get your class back even quicker with the grenade, if you want. But you're gonna see you're gonna be getting your class back super quick. If you want, you can put on kinetic loader. If you want, you can upgrade your. You can take your grenade font. Like if I wanted to, I can take it up to 170 stat if I wanted to. And this is without any armor set bonuses. If you do have an armor set bonus, tech set is fantastic because you're causing these concussive blasts. If you have 4 tech sets all put into weapon, class, and grenade, that would be like the 10 on 10 ultimate build synergy. So I have a tech set here, thriving, smoke jumper. You know, it's randomized. I was just going more for stats. So here you can further push your damage if you want. Here I'm putting it all into ability regen so that I do have my exotic available as much as possible. With a small recuperation mod, you can change this to your class. You can remove one of these and put dual kinetic surge. You can lower your weapon and put on a third, or you can put it back into absolution. Again, it's at dealer's choice on preference and how the activity works per modifier as well. We have time dilation just for any other abilities that we do get buffed with, including Devour. It has an extended time, I think 7, 10, and 15 seconds per time dilation that you put, and there is diminishing returns. Powerful attraction to suck up all the orbs, or potentially fire sprites or void breach or whatever's going around. You're sucking that up because you are using your class ability quite frequently, and we're reducing all our abilities when we use our class ability near targets. So obviously we want to use that. You can use Reaper just for the added extra orb. So this is the entirety of the build. Maybe tomorrow I'll come out with a build, not a build video, a gameplay video showcasing this, because I had a ton of fun with it. The artifact does have some synergy to it, so we're going to be making tons of tangles. We have weapon stability. If you do put on a strand sword, you get more guard resistance, so more survivability. We have the impact, shock, and gravity to synergize. Because I was using a sniper, I can put them both in one. Up top here, I actually had this locked in here like that. I had kinetic and kinetic. This is what I ran, and it was amazing. Everybody's going dynamo because of the super, so that was there for my own little testing. You're gonna have a lot of people running manacles build or void titans or prismatic Orpheus rig hunters. So if you are defeating people that are weakened, which is there going to be a lot of weakened around, you'll be able to have some extra uptime on replenishing your devour timer. Now you have kinetic synthesis and kinetic rupture. So these are going to help utilizing up against champs. You have counter energy. It's going to help you regain your abilities when you do stun. So it is an SMG, so you'll be able to stun tons of overloads, getting more ability energy back. Now here you have breaking combatant shields. You're going to be breaking a ton of shields, even in match-made activities. So you're going to be getting a little bump in damage resistance and your melee damage. We don't use that much melee, but either way, it's still nice to have. A lot of it is synergized around, in this slot, all swords, so there's not much we can do about that until they unlock the next artifact. And when you are defeating weakened targets, it spawns tracking projectiles that weaken other targets. So if you are getting kills with two people that are using praxic blade and they're void, you're creating all those little kind of like, they look like graviton lance, little like gravity purple, I don't know what the hell they're called, but they track, and they track pretty good, kind of like last season's solar flares with burning ambition. So this is the build. I highly recommend it. It's fun, lots of survivability. You can play aggressive, you can still get away. You can swap to a sword if you want, like a strand sword that's got eager. I had paired this with demo and strategist to even further push ability regen. You can run hatchling because you are strand with grenades and threadling rift. You can run I don't know. You have a heal clip, the brand new solar area denial frame. You can run that if you want. I think it runs with heal clip and demo, if I'm not mistaken. All right, heal clip, master of arms, heal clip, demo, heal clip, incandescent. So if you're looking for added ignitions, go for it. Yeah, here, heal clip demo, heal clip vorpal. You can go for it. Again, it's dealer's choice at the end of the day, pending the activity, pending the surges. But what I ran with was the sniper for the anti-barriers. This is the sniper I'm running. You can run high ground if you want, depending on what the area it is. But really, it's more for like the Bray Legacy. So it's just, this is kind of broken on swords right now. And destabilizing round is pretty sweet to have. So you're going to have a lot of people weakened, and then explosive payload and destabilizing together. It just adds like a quicker instance of creating the destabilizing round explosion, the way Choir of One does, or volatile rounds. So this is a very like underrated sniper. It is rapid fire, so you do get quite a bit in the mag. I put stun loader, so it automatically refills when you stun the champ. But you can have special reserves for it if you want. It's again dealer's choice. This is a slow firing weapon, but for the red bars, it's perfect to get chunks of your ability back after they're all suspended. This is what I was doing. Plus, when they die, they drop those little sub munitions for like a little added damage. But I have hatchling rewind. You want to go for appended mag, tactical mag if you want. The barrel doesn't really matter. I put this on because there is no LMG to stun champions in the artifact. So here you can also stun unstops. So with the whole build together, you have overload, anti-barrier, and unstop all put together. And yeah, that's basically it for the build. Let me know what you guys think. I highly recommend it. I don't really have a name for it, but maybe like the poison dangler. I don't know, something cringy, such as. But leave a like, comment down below. Don't forget to sub. I'm trying to upload more. I've just been insanely busy with life stuff, so that'll do it for the video. And yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one. All right, peace.